Well guys, as you can see, we have got ourselves the fire cape. I'm so happy I was able to do that and complete the fire caves. Super good attempt. Did it on the 68 combat. These are the stats, and we only have 1.7 million total XP. Anyway, now that we have got our cape, just something fun for me to do. I really enjoyed that. I now want to work on just base 40 stats, just raise the overall, I guess, strength of the account. So I'm just going to start on fishing because it's late at night for me, so I just want to do something chill. So I'll do fishing contest first, and then we'll go to Barbarian Village and train on the salmon and trout. Here we are guys, wrapping up the fishing contest quest. Now let's go ahead and head over to Barbarian Village and catch ourselves a heap of trout and salmon. Here we are, wrapping up 40 fishing. Next we shall push on with the fishing actually, because I want to get 40 cooking as well. So I'll get 41 or 42, but I'll see you back then, and then we'll start on mining. There we have it guys, 40 cooking. Now that we've completed that, that is almost cooking and fishing completed. I just need to do 2 cooking quests, Gertrude's Cat and Forgettable Tale. So let's head over and do Gertrude's now. Here we are, wrapping up the Gertrude's Cat quest, really quick one, and we will get ourselves a kitten. I'll probably raise this one first just to a cat, because I know you do need it for a few quests in the future. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and start Forgettable Tale. Right, we've had to take a quick detour here. I don't have the barley grown for the Forgettable Tale quest, so I've planted them. I'm going to take a quick detour and start the mining quest. So we'll do Client of Korend, Forsaken Tower, and then Doric's quest, and then hopefully our barley is grown by then to start and complete Forgettable Tale. Here we are, wrapping up the Client of Korend quest. Nice easy one. When we get 2 500 XP lamps here, so I'm going to use one on rune crafting and one on hunter here. Should get us level 11. Nice. Rune crafting. Nice, level 11 as well. Awesome. Right, now let's move on to Doric's quest and Forsaken Tower first. There is Forsaken Tower done. That was a nice quest. 6,000 coins. Free use of the Loverkenja minecart, which is good. So now that we've completed that mining quest, time to do Doric's quest. Here we are, wrapping up Doric's quest. This is a super easy quest. We're going to impress Doric here that we actually have everything we need as well. Thank you. 1300 mining XP. Now that's all the mining quests we're going to do. I want to mine about 400 lead, and if that hasn't got us 41 mining, we should go to Shiloh Village and mine some gems for jewelry. So let's head over to the Pandemonium. Here we are, coming up on 41 mining. Didn't take as long as I thought. I haven't even mined, I think I've barely even mined 200 lead here. So there'll be no gem mining for now, but that's alright. We can always come back and mine the gems when we need. There's 41 mining. Let's get one with the rune pickaxe there. Beautiful. Now that that is done, our barley is completed. So let's go ahead and collect that and do the Forgettable Tale quest for cooking. What a tragedy. My barley died. Oh, I'll have to we'll have to go and regrow that. Gosh, might plant it in a couple more spots just in case it dies again. That's unfortunate. Looks like we'll be starting the feud in the meantime, knocking over thieving. Here we are, wrapping up the feud quest. This will give us our 40 thieving, and now our barley plants should be grown, so we'll go ahead and collect them and finally do the Forgettable Tale quest. Gosh, this bloke's chatty. There we go. Few completed. Let's move on. Right, we've progressed Forgettable Tale as far as we can. We've got to wait 15 to 20 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and complete a few crafting quests. Sheep Shearer, Tower of Life, and Missile and Mystery. That should hopefully get us up to 15 and 20, and I'll see you back here with those 3 quest completions. Here we are, completing Sheep Shearer, super quick quest. Now on to Tower of Life. That is the Tower of Life quest done. Now we'll head back because our seeds are done, and we'll continue the Forgettable Tale quest. Well, we've just got to another step of the Forgettable Tale quest, and we have to now wait for the Kelder to brew. So we obviously completed 2 quests before. We'll go do another 2 now. Missile and Mystery and Dwarf Cannon for crafting. See you then. Here we are completing Missile and Mystery. Pretty cruisy quest. 600 crafting XP and a few rubies and emeralds. Let's head on and complete Dwarven Cannon and then head back for Forgettable Tale. Here we are completing the Dwarf Cannon quest, another real quick and easy one. I also have the, I just lost my cannon mold. Oh, I might have to buy my own, I didn't realise that, but we have that now to make our own cannonballs for our sailing ship if we so choose to. But anyway, let's go back and complete Forgettable Tale now. And here we are wrapping up the Forgettable Tale quest. Oh, hang on, not quite. And here we are finishing the Forgettable Tale quest. This is a really long quest, having to first grow all the ingredients, make the beer, but I'm glad we're done now, so we can move on to the crafting quests I have lined up. And here we are with the completion screen. Forgettable Tale done. Now let's move on to Observatory quest for crafting. Here we are finishing up the Observatory quest. It's quite simple, this one. Let's see what our reward is. Beautiful, looks like we got 3 tuna and an uncut sapphire. A little bit of crafting XP though. That quest is completed, so we are now going to do the Getting Ahead quest. Right, and here we are wrapping up the Getting Ahead quest. Pretty simple. It's really short actually, which is good. We just impressed Gordon here with the headless beast that we've slain. Seems really impressed with himself. And there we have it, 4K crafting, more coins again, beautiful, we like coins quests. And now that that's done, we're going to work on Elemental Workshop. And here we are completing Elemental Workshop 1, really simple quest. Beautiful, 5K crafting, 5K smithing. We've got ourselves an Elemental Shield now. And now that we've completed that, we're going to move on to Death on the Isle. Here we are, our cat is all grown up now. Now we can pick him up and stop having to worry about him, and he'll be ready for any future cat quests in the future. And there we have it, Death on the Isle done. It's a nice quest, we've got some really good rewards here. I think I might try and pick up that costume needle, and then we'll move on to Elemental Workshop 2. Let's check our levels out. We have 43 agility and 44 crafting, so we might get it with the next quest possibly. And here we are wrapping up the Elemental Workshop. Beautiful, 7,500 crafting XP and smithing XP. We will come back and make ourselves the mind shield as well, but did we get the level? 45 crafting, that's unfortunate. We'll I'll make this shield and then we'll go and blow some glass and get the rest of it before moving on to fire making. And there's the elemental shield done. Let's move on now to the glass blowing. Here we are wrapping up 46 crafting. That is for the Fremnik Isles quest when we return and complete that. Be able to make that yak hide armor. Perfect. I think we're going to take a small break from questing, and I just want to get myself a couple of items. So I'm going to work on getting a Broodoo shield for some magic bonus and upgrade our ranging boots to the snakeskin. We'll do those 2 little jobs and then we'll come back and work on rune crafting. Right, as you guys can see, we've got ourselves 6 snake hides from 3 trucks we've done. Also thought it'd be good to get the lumberjack set while here because we need 56. We need 56 wood cutting for the Fremnik Isles quest. So we'll keep getting. We need 2 more snake skins, and then if we don't have the full lumberjack set, we'll stay and complete that, and then we can move on. Well, that was a successful haul. We just got 12 snake skins in this trek here, so that will wrap up our snake skins. And I think I might carry on. I think I might only keep the lumberjack top and not get any other pieces if I don't find another spot in this trek, just to keep me moving for the time being. Might come back when I start the woodcutting grind, but I'm unsure. So let's head over to Karamja now and get ourselves the Brudu Shield. We'll also open all our reward tokens here. I think we want the lobsters, to be honest, just to give ourselves some food. So see how many we end up getting. These not very good rolls. Geez, they're all pretty bad. Oh, jeez. Wow. Wow. I think we were pretty unlucky there. Anyway, we've got ourselves some lobsters now that we can cook. Let's head over to Karamja and get ourselves the voodoo shield. And here we are picking up our tribal mask. Beauty, let's go ahead and make ourselves some new equipment. Alright, let's make ourselves some sneaking boots. Perfect, and let's make ourselves the... Gosh, how do you make the tribal mask? Do I need to beat an evil or something? Using hammer on the mask, right? Boom. And there we have it, our Brudu shield. 2 nice upgrades and just give me a little bit of break as well. So I think we'll work on rune crafting now. Fire making and wood cutting are really easy until I can actually do a mobile. So let's start with the first quest, the Ascent of Arceus. And here we are completing the Ascent of Arceus quest. I just had to quickly get ourselves 12 Hunter, and this quest actually gives some Hunter XP, which is good because we will be training that skill eventually. So 1500, more money, we like the money, and 500 rune crafting XP. See what levels we got here. 16 Hunter and 13 rune crafting, nice. Next quest is Eyes of Glofrey. And here we are wrapping up the Eyes of Glofrey quest. Again, another pretty simple quest. I just had to make the mud rune, which wasn't too difficult. And there we are. 2 quest finds. Most importantly, 6,000 rune crafting XP. We've also got the crystal seed, so I'll actually go turn that into a crystal saw right now. And then it will be time for us to complete Temple of the Eye. Check the levels. 25 rune crafting, perfect. And that's the only level. Right, crystal saw and then onto Temple of the Eye. And there is our crystal saw. Let's go to Temple of the Eye. And here we are completing the Temple of the Eye, which will be our last rune crafting quest. We've got ourselves a medium pouch and 5,000 rune crafting XP, and also access to the Temple of Eye, our minigame for rune crafting. Level 32, I think that's a great spot to finish rune crafting. I think now we shall take a break for a bit, so I'm just going to go do a bit of wood cutting and I'll decide what to do next. Also, we got over 1,000 total level as well, which is good, so progressing the account nicely. Skills are starting to round out, just a few more to raise up. As you can see, guys, we made 308k from that trip. Very, very successful. Here we are with the Dark Mage. We would like to upgrade our Staff of Ivan. Costs us 200,000. Beautiful. We now have the upgraded Ivan Staff. Let's go and give Crazy Archaeologist a run for his money. And here we are speaking to Rick to get ourselves a very, very important escape crystal. Something we haven't had on the account since I've made it, and I believe it's a level 30 teleport as well, so it'll just keep us extra safe. Here we are, just got 40 fire making. Now that we've completed that, we're going to continue to work on wood cutting. I need to get 56 for Fremenic Isles, so we're going to do some fletching at the same time and work towards 50 fletching so we can move on to maples, but we might get 56 wood cutting within that time, so let's keep going. Here we are, just grown ourselves another cat. I'm going to go and trade him in for the 200 death runes. Just a bit of an update on the wood cutting as well. We're at 55 and also 46 fleshing, so making good progress on that grind. Shouldn't be much longer, and we'll be moving on to Hunter. Here we are, getting 56 wood cutting in just a moment. That was took a little while, that grind, but it's definitely worth it. Now we can complete the Fremenic Isles quest. I might actually go and complete it now, and then that way that quest is done. I've got a few more small things I'll do. I want to make some energy pots in the bank and carry around a clean error. There is our 56. We can now make the Fremenic shield. Yeah, I would like to clean one error and carry that around just in case Dr. Jekyll turns up, because I want to get an agility potion for Tybo 1 trio. So, oh, the cat is really hungry. Anyway, let's go ahead and do Fremenic Isles now. Another boss defeated. Let's go and complete Fremenic Isles now and give Manus this head and get ourselves the Nature's Not Helm. Manus, we have defeated your Troll King. Please bestow upon us your helmet and give us the 20,000 attack XP. Beautiful, thank you my friend. Thank you for the helmet. Quest completion, beautiful. We also got 10,000 woodcutting XP, 5,000 crafting and construction XP. 56 attack now, 38 construction, 69 combat, and 1050 total level. Most importantly, let's put our new helmet on. Perfect. Right, let us go ahead and start Tybo 1 trio. I just want to get to the part where I can fish the Karumji little fish so I can feed our cat with them, and then we shall start Hunter. Well, that was easy, didn't take much in the quest. I think we can fish the Karumji already. Perfect. We'll get ourselves maybe 200 or 300 and then we shall move on to Hunter. time to finally train that up a bit. We are getting 25 hunting. Beautiful. Now we can move on to the sapphire glacials, and I think we can catch cerulean twitches as well in the Fremenic hunting ground. So let's head up there and carry on. Well, as you guys can see, we just got ourselves 27 hunter, so we'll take a quick break from catching the sapphire glacials and do Eagle's Peak, and then we'll come back and continue on. And here we are wrapping up the Eagle's Peak quest. It's a pretty short quest, but I just wanted to unlock the box traps for eventually we'll catch ourselves chinchompers, but it's nice, a little bit of XP and a short break from the swiping of the butterfly net. But now that that's done, we'll gear back up and head back up to the Fremenic hunter area. Here we are getting 35 hunter guys, making some good progress on this grind. We now can catch the snowy night butterflies as well, which are somewhere here on the island. So we'll keep going for this, doing this till 39, and then we're going to move on to Jerboas 39 to 43, and I think they are on the new continent. And here we are, just about to get ourselves 39 hunter. This has actually been not too bad of a grind, to be honest. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to come back, because I have a bit of look on Google. There's 39 hunter. We can now catch the ember-tailed jerboa. I've been having a look on Google, sorry, and these snowy nights are similar to a brew. So I'm going to come and collect maybe 2 inventories worth. Because I'll be able to use them to triple eat in the wilderness in the Rev Cave if I get attacked. And then these ones are also, the sapphire glacials are for a super defense pot, very handy as well in the Rev Cave if I need. Nice, we've just got another cat growing up there. We'll go and hand him in for some death runes. And here we are about to get 43 hunter. That's a pity you didn't go through that one. Now that we've completed our hunter goal, all of our stats are sort of getting up there. Next will be Slayer, but as we would have seen back in episode 2, I think we got ourselves the Ice Giant task. I'd like to try and get some Chaos Gauntlets for when we go there, so we'll do Family Crest first, get ourselves the Gauntlets, and we'll need some cash most likely to get some Chaos Gauntlets, Chaos Runes, sorry, so we'll probably head to the Rev Cave, but first let's start and finish Family Crest. And here we are completing the Family Quest. There are our steel gauntlets. We're going to take them up now to the north of Varrock, get them changed into Chaos Gauntlets, and then I think we are ready. Sorry, as you can see, we just got our steel gauntlets there, so we're going to head up to the north of Varrock, get them changed into the Chaos Gauntlets, and then I think we might have to go to Revs for a bit and make ourselves some money, because I want to use Chaos Firebolt, sorry, for killing the Ice Giants in the Wildy Slayer Cave. There we go, guys. The red D'hide body has been achieved. 31 KC, awesome. Now we can stop raising cats and get away from the crazy archaeologist. Beautiful. Well, we have got ourselves, we did a few rev trips, worked out quite well for us. We've now got 1600 chaos runes and we've got our chaos gauntlets. So let's head over and complete our ice giant task. Right, Crystalia, what do you have for us? That last task was pretty good, so see if we can do it again. 12 black dragons. Oh gosh. I hope there are some baby ones in the wilderness. Gosh, we'll have a quick look at that task, but anyway, I think we'll take a break from the Slayer, and I want to move on to progressing RFD now. So we're going to go and knock out all the requirements. We need to do Witch's House, get ourselves 53 fishing and cooking, and 50 mining, as well as Shield of Arav and Hero's Quest. So let's make a start on those. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and get ourselves the Major Arena 1 cape, and I want to open these 2 Laren's keys. So let's go ahead, do the Laren's keys, then we'll head to Mage Bank and get kitted up for the Major Arena 1. Right, we survived the Laren's keys opening. We got 646 iron ore and 5 snapdragon seeds. Probably the worst things we could have got. All I wanted was money out of those chests. There's cash drops and rune drops and all sorts. Those snapdragons were 1 in 60, so pretty rare from the chest, to be honest. But that's fine. They were only extras from our task anyway. And now let's move on to doing Mage Arena 1. And there we are, Mage Arena 1 done. Let's go ahead and get our cape, just clear up a few inventory slots here. That should be heaps. See what color I'm going to get. Has to be Gothics. Get ourselves what? A couple capes. Perfect, might be able to drop them. And we need to get ourselves the staff. Beautiful. Right, let's move on to RFD now. And here we are wrapping up the Witch's House quest. Very simple. 4 quest points and 6,500 hit points XP. Now let's move on to the meet and greet quest, and then we'll be training 53 fishing and 53 cooking. Here we are wrapping up the meet and greet quest. Wasn't too difficult. There we go, 8,000 cooking XP, access to her kebab shop, and now we can carry on with getting 53 fishing and cooking. Here we are just about to get ourselves 53 cooking. There we are, beautiful. We can now cook the lava eel we need for the hero's quest. We just can't quite catch him when they have 50, so we'll keep going until we get 53, and then we shall move on to mining. And many or inventories later, here we are getting 53 fishing. That is the second out of the 3 requirements we need to push RFD to completion. We can now catch that lava eel. Gonna cook these fish, and then we're going to move on to get ourselves 50 mining, and I'm going to mine shooting stars, get myself a mining ring, we'll get a few clay packs, and then we'll move on to lead and then iron if we need any more for level 50. After all that is done, we'll push on and do Shield of a Rev and Heroes Quest, and we'll be finally ready to start and complete almost all of RFD. Here we are, just wrapping up the Shield of a Rev quest. I just found myself a partner, so I've quickly completed the quest. Anyway, back to the mining. And here we are getting ourselves 50 mining. Now, tragically, I've not been able to achieve any of our mining goals. We don't even have enough stardust for the ring, but that's alright because we've got the level. So now that we've done this, we can go ahead and complete Heroes Quest now, and then we will do all the RFD subquests. Well, as you can see, I lied. I've stayed mining a little bit longer, but we've got our 2000 stardust. Let's go pick up our Celestial Ring, and then we'll move on to progressing RFD. And here we are, picking up our Celestial Ring. Thank you. Here we are wrapping up the Heroes Quest. Quite an easy quest, just had to gather a few items. And there you have it, 1 quest point. There we have it, the Heroes Quest has been completed. Very simple quest. We have 1 quest point, we've got a heap of XP spread across some skills. And most importantly, we can now go ahead and complete almost all of RFD. See if we get any levels here. 45 smithing is the only one. Now we can enter the Heroes Guild. I'm not actually sure what's in here. I believe there's some dragons down here. Yeah, there's 1 dragon in there. But everyone mainly does this quest for the shop upstairs. With the dragon mace and the dragon battle axe. Once we get some gold, we'll come back and buy them too. But for now, let's do RFD. Here we are completing subquest number 1. I reckon that must have taken us 3 minutes maximum. Let's use the rock cake on the dwarf. There we have it. He has now been freed. Next we'll be doing is the goblins. And here we are completing the goblin subquest. Again, just another couple minutes. Nice easy one. Let's give them the slop of compromise. Beautiful. Oh, 1k farming XP. Perfect. Right, let's move on to Pirate Pete. And here we are. We are going to make the beautiful. We cooked the first fish cake. We will now complete the Pirate Pete subquests. Beautiful, and already the members are dwindling. Next we shall do the Lumberage Guide. Next subquest completed here, the Lumberage Guide. Let's cook up his enchanted cake. Beautiful. And let us hand that over to him. Beautiful, 4 to go. Next we will do Evil Dave. Next subquest down, Evil Dave. We've also got ourselves a Hellcat now, which is good. Perfect. 7,000 cooking XP. Got ourselves a Hellcat, and we can make the spicy stews for boosting later, which will be handy. So, anyway, 3 to go. Next will be Scratch
Uglogui. And another subquest completed. Scratch. Uglogui is completed. Done. And we have 2 council members remaining. Next is Sir Amikvaz. Right, and here we are completing yet another subquest. Billy Supreme. Use on ceramic vase. Beautiful. We now have 1 member left to do. We've got a few requirements to get there. We need to get ourselves 65 cooking and 48 agility. And then as well, to defeat the Colomancer, I need to complete Desert Treasure. So we'll get started on the 65 cooking requirement, get King Aurora guy done, and then move on to DT. Also, while we're here, be wrong not for us to buy a pair of rune gloves. Beautiful. And here we are, guys, finishing up our 65 cooking goal. Been doing all the cooking in the playground house here. Seems to be the quickest method to get the level. And there we have it, 65 cooking. We can now +5 boost and get ourselves 70 required to cook the stuffed snake. But first we need to get ourselves the 48 agility requirement, and we have a few quests lined up for that. The first one is the Depths of Despair, and we shall push through, get 48 agility, and get ourselves a warrior guy done. And here we are completing the Depths of Despair quest. Nice and easy quest. We got 1500 agility XP and 4000 coins. We always like the coins. Anyway, next quest now is the Cold War. Here we are, guys, completing the Darkness of Halaval quest. That was not too bad. 7000 agility XP, and then we also have this tome which grants 3 lots of 2000 XP, so we're also going to use this on agility. And there we have it, 46 agility. Right, let's head over to the Canifus course, get ourselves 48, and then we can finally complete the Aurora Guy subquest. Well, as you guys can see, we've not got ourselves 48 agility. I ran 38 laps, as you can see, of Canifus there, and I had a look and found that there was 1 more agility quest I could do, Iclarin's Little Helper, so we're going to go ahead and complete that, and then we'll have everything we need to do the Aurora Guy subquest. And here we are completing Iclarin's Little Helper. 4,500 thieving XP, 4,000 agility XP, which is what we're after. And let's see, we should have, once he stops talking, I might be starting another quest. Let's quickly start this. Nope, can't. There we go, 46 thieving, and most importantly, 48 agility. Let's head to Lumbridge. Here we are trying to get ourselves the Gree. I've got all the supplies here to try and get ourselves a +5 boost. Let's see how we go.
Yes, there we have it. We have the level. Oh, we cooked the first one. Beautiful. Cook snake and the boost is gone, but we have everything we need. Let's go and see a Wargo guy. And here we are, the last sub-quest remaining. A Wargo guy. And there we have it, 10k cooking XP, 10k agility. We now have the Apatol teleport, and most importantly, the Colorancer is the last one to go. And there we have it, we must go into the portal and defeat the Colorancer, but not before we have completed DT. Nice, 49 agility from that. Just make sure we can't go through the portal. Come on. Alright, well let's keep going. And there is the Horror from the Deep quest completed. 4000 strength XP, range and mage XP, and that is one of the quests needed to defeat the Colorancer. We now have the 175 quest points required as well to complete the quest, so we just need to do Temple of Archov and Desert Treasure. But first, while we're here, I shall get myself a damaged book. Nice, that's a beautiful drop there, boys. 1 in 512. Very stylish pair of Mystic Boots. We've just gotten ourselves a pair of iron boots. I'm not sure if they're an upgrade, but I'll find out and let you know. Well, that is one inventory of Kukutras done. We've got 11 Limput, 9 to go. And here we are, about to get a very important level on our account. 60 attack, allows us to use our dragon weaponry. So close. And there we have it. 60 attack, we are now able to use dragon weaponry. If I did have the money, I would equip our dragon scimitar, but I don't, so for the time being, it is the dragon longsword. Anyway, we only need 4 more Limput and we can get started with Temple of Archov. And there we have it, that is our 20th Limput. Now we can go ahead and start the Temple of Archov. And that is the Temple of Archov completed. 10,000 range XP and 8,000 fletching XP. We got 49 fletching, beautiful for mithril arrows there. And now we have one, well, I say one more quest to complete, but we only have Desert Treasure to do, but I need 53 thieving and I have about 10 or so quests I want to complete in order to quest as much of the XP as possible. So we're going to make a start on it, and the first one is the Creature of Frankenstein. But before that, I want to get 50 fire making first, so let's head over to Castle Wars, get that level, and then we'll start Creature of Frankenstein. And here we are getting ourselves
50 fire making. Beautiful. That's another requirement for DT done. Now on to 53 thieving. And there we have it, the first thieving quest completed. Creature of Frankenstrain. Got ourselves a Ring of Chaos. And now the next one is the Spirits of Elid. And here we are completing the Spirits of Elid quest. Oh, I didn't even know we got that much prayer XP. 8,000 prayer XP, we got the thieving XP we're after, and some magic XP. Levels 47 prayer, beautiful. Next one on the list, Hcim Cult. And there we are. Hcim Cult is completed, 2,000 coins and 1,500 thieving XP. Now that that is done, the next one is Tribal Totem. And here we are completing the Tribal Totem quest. Another really easy one. 1,700 thieving XP and 5 free swordfish. Lucky us. Next quest on the list is Queen of Thieves. And here we are completing the Queen of Thieves quest. 3 really quick quests. Another 2,000 thieving XP. No levels, that's alright. Next one will be the Twilight's Promise. And here we are completing the Twilight's Promise quest. There we go, we now have our own Quetzal. We can unlock the Valamor teleport and most importantly the 3,000 thieving XP. No levels, but that's alright. The next quest we will do is the Wanted quest. And here we are wrapping up the Wanted quest. Here we go. You'll notice that we only got 5,000 slow XP. There was no thieving XP reward, but we needed to complete it in order to do the Slug Menace. It was a requirement, so let us see. We got 38 Slayer, and now it is time to do Slug Menace. And here we are completing the Slug Menace quest. Speak to Sir Tifikasha. And we should be done with the quest here. Beautiful. Slug Menace completed. More thieving XP, 3,500, and we now have the ability to wear proselyte armor. We might get some while I'm here, and then we shall move on to the Rat Catchers quest. And here we are completing yet another quest. Rat Catchers down. It's a bit of a long one and circus a bit this one, but been all over the game. But most importantly, 4,500 thieving XP. No levels, we are currently at 48. Next one is Ethically Acquired Antiquities. And that is one more quest on Ethically Acquired Antiquities. 6,000 thieving XP and 5,000 coins. 49 thieving, starting to get up there. The next quest on the list is Prince Ali Rescue for us to do the Contact quest. And that is another one done. Prince Ali Rescue, 3 quest points, free use of the tollgate and 700 coins. Now that we've completed that, we can move on to the Contact quest, and that will be our last thieving quest, and any thieving XP after that will have to be done via blackjacking. But first, on to Contact. The last thieving quest is being completed now. 7,000 thieving XP and the combat lamp, which we'll use on defense here. Beautiful. And one more on ranged. Beautiful. Now use our rune crossbow. Right, let's push on to blackjack to 53. And here we are, guys, wrapping up. If one knockout works here, surely. There we go. This should be 53 thieving. Oh, one more.
there we have it. 53 thieving. The final quest requirement for Desert Treasure. We just have to quickly go get 50 agility to buy the lockpicks, and then we can complete the quest. And here we are getting ourselves 50 agility, the last requirement for Desert Treasure. We also unlocked crystal armor, it seems. Perfect. Now let's go ahead, get all the item requirements for Desert Treasure, complete that, and be on our way to finishing up RFD. Apologies for the hiccup. There we have it, the first gem acquired. Awesome. On to the next one. Finally, we got the cross. It was about 35 lockpicks. Anyway, head back to Backstonian Falls now. Backstorian. And here we are getting diamond number 2. Thank you, Demus. Beautiful. On to the next one. That is another boss down. Let's go get ourselves our blood diamond. And here is our third diamond. 1 to go. Now, none of you saw this, but in the last clip, as I hop to the PvP world so the food will work. Right there where those 4 wolves are, I was wandering through, and my prayer, the frost had drained my prayer, and I didn't have it activated. Those 5 wolves there just about ended our run. Luckily, I had the cowbell, and we just teleported out. I think we had about 17 health, so they did a little bit of work to us, but we are still here, so nothing to fear. Let's go ahead and get this diamond. And this should be our last diamond. Huh? Beautiful. Let's go and get it. Should be our gem here. Beautiful. We have the ice diamond, and that is all for now. Let's go ahead and make our way to the temple. And here we are, we've made it to the end of the pyramid. DT will be completed, and it will be our final quest required for RFD. We have the ability to use ancient magics. We can buy ourselves an ancient staff. We are 1 step away. Let's teleport to Lumbridge, kill the Coloromancer, and complete Recipe for Disaster. And here we are, ready to defeat our first subquest boss, Agarith Na. One more here. That is the first one down. Next is Flambeed. Here we are ready for the second boss, Flambeed. Is number 2 done. Good. Next is Caramel. And next is Caramel. caramel down. And here we are now for dessert. And he is down. Now the Dagonoth mother. And the next boss is the Dagonoth mother. Should be it. Beautiful. One remains. The Colonel. Now it's time for the last fight against the Colonelmancer. Should be it. Yes, we have completed RFD. And he explodes. Beautiful. There we have it. One quest point, an antique lamp, and we now have full access to the Colonelmancer's chest. What a better way to celebrate it than with a level as well. There we have it. Move that out of the way. 60 defense. Have the ability to wear dragon armor as well. Beautiful. Let's get onto a safe world. Buy ourselves some barrow gloves. It is time. Let us get ourselves one iconic pair of gloves. I'm 10k short. No, I'll be back. And here we are with the correct amount of cash. Beautiful. We now have the Barrow's gloves.